What's going on? What's good, guys? Mike is in the building, and today I'm going to be doing the long-term review of the Dainese X-Strike riding glove. Very interesting with my experience with it. Let's get into it. First and foremost, I just want to touch base on a few things that Dainese has done really well. The Ergo-Tec knuckles, very nice for movability, as I mentioned in my initial review. If you want to find out more about that, click on the link down below or on the card and you can watch my initial review and my initial impression of the gloves. You get to know where I started from. So TPU, everything held up greatly. The glove is well made. I had a lot of fears about the neoprene cuff, which held up ridiculously nice. Still looks great. The side protection here still looks very good. Ergo-Tec knuckle still looks very good. TPU elastication looks great. Ventilation on the side of the glove works great. When you are on the bike, you can feel the airflow through here. That's great news there. Dainese has done quite a few things. You can definitely feel the technology that's here in the thumb, the single piece of elastication below. That works great. A lot of movability there. And the glove are definitely comfortable. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. What's getting everyone nervous about the technology, about the overall cost. Some of the things that I did recommend to Dainese in the initial review here was touch tip fingertip, which I think would be great. At this point in the game, any and every street riding glove should have touch tip fingertips. Come on, Dainese. I found myself quite a few times pulling over while I was on the bike to remove the gloves to actually use my phone, which, you know, it's not a deal breaker, but for somebody like me, I get lost a lot and I use my GPS. I kind of need to be on my phone quite often. So I need to have quick access to my phone at all time without removing the glove while I'm pulling on the side of the highway. But outside of that, these glove has been amazing. Usually I hold out my long-term review for the entire season just to be fair to the product and the company. I'd like to kind of know it, experience it fully before actually putting an opinion out. Unfortunately, that was not the case here. I've only been riding with the Dainese X-Strike riding gloves for about 2.5 months, and I felt like it was the perfect time to elaborate and give you guys a breakdown of what the glove is and what it stands for and who is it for and who would I recommend it for and what are the areas of opportunity for Dainese in the future with this specific line, which I really do love the looks and the feel as well. One thing here we have to look at and we have to commend Dainese on is their warranty. I've been riding with the gloves for 2.5 months, never been down with them, and everything looks great on the docile of your hand, but your palm here, that's where the major concern becomes apparent to anybody that's investing $200 when they were brand new and then they got marked down to $150. If you have an opportunity, you can actually find them in certain places. Now, would I recommend this glove for anybody and everybody? Probably not. If you're a daily rider and you need them for everyday usage, I would not. I have a little reservation when it comes to that, only because if the Amica suede is slowly deteriorating just from clutch pull of, you know, jumping up the gears and going down the gears, and you can see here my pointing finger and my index finger are falling apart completely. Just to be clear, I want to give you guys a breakdown of what is the palm itself. Most of this is genuine leather up here, no problem with this specific section of the glove, but when you flip it over here from in the inside of your hand, though it feels great, okay, this is Amica suede. So just to give you guys a quick breakdown of what suede is, it's made from the underside of the animal skin, which is softer and more pliable. So I could see why Dainese actually went with that Amica suede at the palm, just so you can have that movability. And I did mention this in my initial review, how well it moves with your hand, and it makes it very easy for you to use your clutch and brake levers when you're with those. But it's not as durable as the outer skin layer of an animal. That's where the area of opportunity is for Dainese. Now, I did partner up with Dainese in regards to the gloves. I did show them what's going on. They do honor their warranty after 2.5 months of using the glove. They recommend that I swap it out. And one thing that I liked, they just opened a store here in New York City. I was able to speak with someone specifically. They gave me quite a few tips, or at least how to properly maintain a leather glove. One, you don't want to fold it up and throw it into your helmet. I know as riders, when we stop to get a drink and do certain things, we tend to easily fold them, throw them in the helmet just to be quickly. You don't want to do that. That's number one thing, and that's horrible for the glove and the leather itself. Also, you don't want to get caught in the rain with these specific, with the Amica suede. So I've never been in the rain. However, I do have sweaty palms, and I think that takes a toll on the glove as well. And another thing they recommended to me after speaking with a Dainese rep at the New York store was to throw in some newspaper on the inside when you're not riding, or after long riding where it's a lot of sweat on the inside and it's going to evaporate into the newspaper. Also, you want to keep it right side up after you finish riding. Don't throw it like this into your table, onto your table. I'd say leave it upwards, so that way natural air tend to kind of dry it out for you. These are some of the major things that I've learned about using Dainese gloves, and I thought that was very informative. There was somebody there to speak to me about the gloves themselves and giving me some great feedback for future gloves I'm going to be getting. And I will be replacing these guys, not with the exact same glove, only because I feel like I ride daily and I put in a lot of miles when I'm out there on the road, and I would hate to have to deal with this. And I feel like if this is deteriorating, and I did mention in the very beginning that these gloves are not touchscreen sensitive to an iPhone. They're so thinly worked at this point. If I use my iPhone, it's actually going to sense my finger, so basically right through my finger. And this is why I would not recommend these gloves. I feel like if they're deteriorating within 2.5 months of heavy usage in the summertime in New York City, if you were to have a down with your gloves, they will not hold up with the Amica suede at the palm. It's an unfortunate thing. I think it's a great area here for Dainese to learn and grow and use a different material at the palm. Again, Ergo-Tec TPU, the elastication here, all the tech that's underneath here that makes it movability nicely, the neoprene cuff. I was very fearful of this part falling apart early on, but it did not. Actually held up quite well. So I think in the future version of this glove, if Dainese were to go full leather palm or something that's a lot more durable, this would be a knockout the park, no question there. At this price point, 2.5 months, that is a no-go. I think we can all stand to learn something really amazing here. You have a lot of people spending money that are very passionate about the brand and giving tons of feedback. If you're interested in these gloves, would I recommend them? Personally, as a daily driver, every day putting miles, hundreds of miles on there, I would not. Maybe if I took care of it a little bit different by keeping it upwards when I'm done riding to let it dry off, also putting newspaper on the inside to soak up the moisture as well. There's a lot of factors here. I still believe 2.5 months of riding should not look like this, so I would not recommend these gloves. Maybe to someone that rides every now and then that are really digging what Dainese has done with the tech up here. Again, elastication, really dope, and they break in beautifully. The way they feel afterwards, really nice. But again, at that price point for the brand recognition, what they're known for, this is definitely unacceptable in my opinion. It should have held up a lot longer at that price point. Again, if you look here, very well done. Everything held up beautifully except for the Amica suede. So this is where we need to go, Dainese. Take this feedback, go back to the drawing board, find out what other leather you want to put here at the palm at that $200 price point, and bring these gloves back out, because I think they're pretty dope and people love them. I love them and love the colorways they come in, but I think we can do a little better here that's going to last a lot longer. Again, it does not come with the touch tip fingertip, but they're so worn in. My phone actually works at this point, so I believe that's a danger on the road if that breaks down that much after 2.5 months. Maybe a year and a half, I could see how it's being worked in. I would say sweating in the gloves with natural moisture from your hand that helps degrade it as well. But again, they were very receptive to the feedback with me speaking to a rep, taking a look at the palm of the glove and giving me a lot of suggestions. They offered to take them back and replace them with another. However, I will be moving to a different Dainese glove and be doing a review. Keep you guys updated. My only gripe about the entire interaction with Dainese was that while I was at the store, we established the fact the glove was still under warranty. I've only used it for about 2.5 months. It's clearly falling apart, and that's okay, things happened. However, I was instructed to take it back to the original third party where I purchased it in order to do the exchange. I personally felt that I was at a Dainese official store and it was still under warranty. They should have offered me a different solution, maybe an exchange or maybe something aside from allowing me to ride again with the glove all the way back to the third party store and doing the exchange. This is a growing opportunity for the rider myself, which I learned how to take care of leather gloves a lot better, and also the feedback I'm providing to Dainese here about the glove themselves. Let's partner up and do something better for the end users. Looking forward to seeing where this glove itself goes in the future and what they change in it. Again, everything else is awesome. I say keep it everything as is. Let's do something about this Amica suede. Catch you guys later.